Tyler Metalhead Weatherman. I hope you guys are having a good start to your Thursday. For those of you that are awake, and those of you that may be waking up and then seeing this video, I hope your Thursday goes well. So, we yesterday we got to see Ian make landfall. A lot of damage got done. It's incredible the stuff that we're seeing out of Florida. We've had storm chasers losing their vehicles out there. We've had news reporters even getting hit, knocked down by tree branches, which is absolutely insane. But it's not over yet. There's still a lot more to go through with this storm. As I mentioned in last night's video, we're now looking at Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina next in line, or being next in line for this storm. As we mentioned before, also in the last video, that the storm has started taking more of a trend to the right. So it looks like now areas like Charleston might be in play. Tropical storm warnings and storm surge warnings are in effect from basically entirely from all of the Georgia's Atlantic coast all the way up through almost all of South Carolina's Atlantic coast. Also, storm surge warnings are in effect. We have tropical storm watches that are inland. But we haven't gone over the most recent updates in regards to its strength. We'll try and get past this tornado report here. That was yesterday, of course. It was a brief tornado. Okay, let's see if I can. There we go. So we are currently sitting at a 65-mile-per-hour storm for Ian. Storm movement is to the northeast at 8 miles an hour from what I last checked, and I'm assuming that's what is going on because Radar Omega doesn't show that. It's kind of crazy. Central low pressure here is 986 millibars. Big increase, which means the storm has weakened a lot over land, thankfully. I would hate this to think of what this would do if it was still a category 2 or higher. So after today, actually, we're expecting this to end up back over the water. So we stay at that 65 mile per hour mark, and right before it reaches land again, unfortunately, this does strengthen a little bit more. This strengthens back up to a 70 mile per hour storm, just about on the cusp of hurricane yet again. And who knows what could happen, because we weren't expecting it to strengthen as rapidly as it did as it hung off the west coast of Florida here. So we're going to have to be really watchful and really careful with this. It could very well make a second landfall as a category 1 hurricane. So if you're in Charleston, if you're in Myrtle Beach, you're in even areas further inland like Columbia, you guys need to be watchful, like extremely watchful. In areas even to the west of it, like for example, Savannah, Brunswick. Well, not necessarily Brunswick. Brunswick has more of a storm surge threat than it does actual high wind impacts, quite like Savannah does. But Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and there's plenty of other areas in between there. You guys need to be on the lookout, because this thing is definitely coming, and it still packs a big punch. It doesn't need to be a major hurricane to do a lot of damage. So we pretty much went over the hazards in last night's video. I will leave a link in the top right corner and maybe even in the description. But this is a quick update video from me. Please take care, you guys, especially if you're in the path of this storm, and make the preparations necessary, because time is running out. But this is Ty, your Metalhead Weatherman. Time's running out for me because I need to get ready for work. But I will see you guys this afternoon.